Hi people, I'm here with Shocker from Belgium. Just a repetition. Can you introduce yourselves member by member?
I'm Sammy. I'm the singer from the band. I used to sing with After All for about 7 years. After that, it was, how should I say, it was time to expand my horizons, and I wanted to try something different, you know. Not only straight thrash metal, I wanted to explore the heavy metal, mid doom influences, and try some 80s stuff, you know, and that's what I found in Shocker, you know. So I love it.
Hi, I'm Koen. I'm a bass player and the backing vocalist of Shocker. Before Shocker, I was like, still, it's now on a hold on with Guy Bolga, singer and bass player in Guy Bolga. Before, a lot of more extreme metal bands, more black metal bands, you can say. Now still active and back-to-back, a cover band, together with Dave, the guitar player. Yeah, my opinion of Shocker, it's the same of Sammy. It's a match, you know. The whole band is a match. It was a long way to go, but now it's like, yeah. It fits together. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Love it.
Hello, I'm Christopher, and I play guitar and the keys of the band. And my band before, I started to know heavy metal, and that's how I got to explore more of the 70s hard rock and all this old school stuff. So that's how I got to love to play more funky stuff too, and all different kinds, and with Shocker. So yeah, stepping into Shocker was another step to explore more different kinds of genres of music, and we keep on growing on together like that. So I think our common influences are like Boston, Motley Crue, also these 80s kind of glam bands, and also heavy metal bands, and they brought us kind of together. So yeah.
Hi, I'm Dave. I play the guitar in the band. It's awesome to play with these guys. Yeah, right.
Shocking.
Hi, I'm Jelle. I'm the drummer in Shocker. Played before with History. I'm still active with Wasp, the Belgian tribute band from Wasp, and yeah, also back to back since quite a short time. But hey, I love him that much that I play in 2 bands with these guys. So.
The band name Shocker. Who chose it? Why you chose the name? Is there a reason behind it? Special message of the words?
Sammy and me, we together like a couple of years ago. I think a lot of years ago by now. We always said like, sometime we will do a band together, no matter what. And it was like, in the beginning we were like, okay, yeah, a mixture of our melodic rock, try to mix with more US metal. Shocker, the name by itself, we are both like very big horror fanatics, horror maniacs, you can say. And you know, Wes Craven, everybody knows. I think like the Wes Craven movie Shocker, and it fits well. It's you know, it shocks. You know, Shocker is like it can go anywhere. You know. And I think that's it's powerful, a powerful name, a very very great logo that Sue draws for us. Thanks, Sue, by this again.
I love you, Sue.
Yeah, I think that's yeah.
We wanted the logo to be very 80s, you know.
Yeah.
And I think she did
That's
a great
true.
job,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Together we point some things, you know. So,
Raccoon, can you show me the logo again so show it to the people?
Yeah. Of course, horsey.
Thank you, Sue.
So in fact, meanwhile you answered most of the first questions. You have 2 concerts coming up, so 2 quite important ones. So can you tell me something more about it?
So the first one is at the Verlegte Heest with the Iron Maidens. It's 10th of December. We're gonna rock this joint! And the second one is in February. Is it in February? January. Me and Dates with the almighty Discordia. Yeah.
Yep.
So in the Kruun in Kortrijk. So we're looking forward to do that, definitely.
Yep.
They asked us and we were like, oh yes, thank you so much for getting this opportunity to play there. So for me, it's the first time I play in the Kruun.
Thank you guys for this Discordia. Good shit.
Definitely
And
awesome.
rest and rest.
Yes.
And for me it's like
Want something to say? Nog iemand? Nee?
Yeah.
Okay, so.
For me it's a big opportunity. Like I'm very proud of it that we will play in the Kruun. Never did it before with another band, and it's like for me Shocker is like I think the most important thing I ever did, and I think I ever will do. You know, never set a tattoo of some logo of a band on my fucking body, and now I will do it. It's like I'm very
It's your child.
yeah.
The third child.
Yeah, it's my third child. Yeah, really, that's it. Yeah, that's true.
You kind of mentioned it yourself, some mix between US metal and like melodic hard rock metal. So that's how you sound, I think. So
With some 70s influences.
and I think it was the first time now in the repetition you made me think of Rick Mityasin.
Thank you. It's awesome. That's awesome.
It's true.
It's also one of my favorite singers. You know, I love Steel Prophet. It's awesome. Yeah, thank you, thank you, Jan. So,
Can I say something more about the music? I think that's true. There's like classic rock in it. There's hard rock in it. 70s psychedelic rock in it. Mixed with US metal, but I think and heavy metal. But I think it's more wide. Song after song, we're more exploring other genres, subgenres. I think Dave and myself, we are still melodic death metal fans also. And when you hear we love Opeth, Amorphis, At the Gates, The Old In Flames, stuff like that, Soilwork. And if you listen very quietly, you can hear it, the influences here and there, pure musically, because
Not in the vocals.
not in the vocals, but it fits, you know, and that's the magic in our band and Shocker. Whatever we do, everybody picks always on the other one's hand, and it just fits, you know. It's cool magic.
and I also wanted to try something else, not always shouting, going high in the sky. You know, it's like I wanted to try different kinds of things with my vocals. I wanted to sing. How should I say? I wanted to sing very slowly, very more doomy stuff, then more melodic,
Emotion.
then more emotion.
No?
Yeah, that's the right word. So, and Shocker is the ideal band for me for that. So, thank you guys. I love you.
The funny thing is that when we all have our influences, so we've heard the melodic stuff, and it becomes from the new metal generation. I have some other things like funk and jazz in my past, so it's a combination of very different styles, and that mixes up quite nice.
I played in a heavy metal in Phoenix Rebellion before, and but that was awesome. It was like straightforward with some Motorhead influences. It was really fun, but I also wanted to explore more. And then I got to know Koen first, and then started rehearsing with Dave and Koen together. And at the same time, Jelle also joined us. And at the first moment, the first rehearsals, it started to kind of combine all of the different styles, and that got us more interested and more motivated to make more new music. So yeah, that's I like to contribute to that.
Now we come to a question I always ask to everybody on my YouTube channel. Suppose you're on a desert island, you don't have internet, no radio, no smartphones, only a record player or a CD player, and you can only listen to 3 albums. Who's gonna start? So each one of you 3 albums.
Yeah.
I only know 2 albums.
I think a lot of us had a great collection. It's a very difficult question, but for me, still, I'm very emotionally and musically connected with Amorphous Tales from a Thousand Lakes. It's the perfect mixture of the Doors and melodic death metal at a very young age. These guys from Finland. It's crazy. It's still like a very large, big masterpiece for me. Then my second album would be like Transcendence of Crimson Glory. And on third place, Now It Begins. Now I'm blocking my head. I can say like maybe Long Live Rock and Roll of Rainbow. Yeah. But I'm a bastard. I will take a lot of other stuff in my bag. Fuck it.
Yeah, that's a hard question, you know. That's a difficult question. I guess I love heavy metal, I love US metal, I love AOR. So I think the mixture in between heavy metal and AOR, like Leatherwolf, Street Ready. That's one of my favorite albums ever. Victory, Culture Killed a Native, with Fernando Garcia. Lizzie Borden, Visualize, one of the best albums ever made. I can go on, eh? Yeah, definitely, yeah. Voodoo X, The Awakening.
It was not
and go on and go on. Okay, I'm for it. It's yours.
And in the desert, I think if I end up in the desert with only those records, so I know I would be dying. I think depends on the mood. Listen to some stoner rock. When I know I'm dying, then would at least listen Jimi Hendrix for the last time. The third album, what's it called again? Electric Ladyland. And another album. Yeah, it really depends. Can be some old Shocker singles. By the time you end up in a desert, I would listen to some to the best Shocker records, so I would remember it.
Great answer, Chris.
Yeah, that's indeed a difficult, even impossible question to bring 3 albums with you. But I think for me it would be At the Gates, Slaughter of the Soul, Opeth, Deliverance, Damnation, and Nevermore. No, I don't know how to choose one of Nevermore. They're all great.
Just take the box. If you ask me to pick 3 albums, I would choose very different styles. And first, I think I would take Significant Other by Limp Bizkit, because it's if I have to choose an album, I'll choose that one. I grew up with it. I started playing drums on John Otto, so it's if you ask me, it's one of the most recognizable albums for me. The second album I would choose, I think, would be The Meanest of Times of Dropkick Murphys, something totally different in the folk punk genre, which is also one of my number 1 band, if you ask me. And the third album, I think, would be Kiss Alive 3, just because of Eric Singer, who is just the best drummer there ever was, and in my opinion, and because Kiss was at that time at its best. Live and on records, so.
Oh, yeah. When I think I would like to listen to some Boston album when I know I'm dying, I would like to listen More Than a Feeling, you know, just to get the last happy feeling, and then end it in peace.
Impossible
if it's
question,
possible,
yes.
It is an impossible question.
Well, I played the game with you. It's answers I never gave before. Battery, Under the Sign of the Black Mark. Voivod, Roar. and Solitude Aeternius, Beyond the Crimson Horizon. So that will be very short, only in 1 minute. Can you tell some future recordings coming out? What's our future plans? Yeah.
We are, we are quietly start to talking about it, to do our to record our first album. Now we have like I think like 8 or 9 songs who are completely done. I think, yeah, finished, yeah. So I think another 2 songs or something like that, and we will we will check it out to record the album. But
Maybe
know-
first a single, maybe.
yeah,
No, maybe.
maybe, yeah. Some speculations,
Something
you know.
to the fans, you know.
Yeah, yeah. We might. Yeah. It's still like open. It's nothing. Yeah, but we don't must hurry for stuff like that. You know, we're still like on our same independent. You know, not on a label or something. So you know, better good quality than quantity. You know.
We're still young, we have time.
Yeah, we're still young. Well, he's still young.
So guys, don't forget to check them out in December in the Verlichte Geest with the Iron Maidens, and in January with Chalice and with the great Discordia doing the CD release. Give some horns to the people, guys.
And we have shirts. Sorry, Jean. Sorry, Janne. We have, if you can, maybe plans for the future. We now have already some shirts, just with the logo Shocker on it. If you want some, come to our concert and get shocked. Bam.